Hello, everyone. In this lecture, I'm going to explain line by line the famous poem Alone by Edgar Allan Poe. But before I begin, if you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe. Let me tell you first the theme and background of the poem, then you will be able to understand it easily. Basically, this is a deeply personal poem where Edgar Allan Poe reflects on his lifelong isolation. He describes how, from childhood, he felt different from others, unable to experience joy or sorrow in the same way. He found meaning in nature, both in its beauty and its storms. But in the end, his mind always turned towards darkness, even when the world seemed bright for others. Now, let's start line by line. From childhood's hour I have not been. This is the beginning line of this poem, and here the poet, Edgar Allan Poe, tells us that from a very young age, he felt different from others. The phrase childhood's hour refers to the time when he was a child, and I have not been suggests that he never fit in with other people. In other words, you can say that he is saying that since childhood, he observed the world differently. Simply, he is saying, since I was a child, I have always felt different. And then says, as others were, I have not seen. Now, he reinforces this idea by saying that he was not like others in how he saw the world. His perspective was unique, and he did not experience life the way other people did. In simple words, you can say he didn't see the world the way other people did. And then says, as others saw, I could not bring. In this line, he continues by saying that not only did he see things differently, but he also could not bring his emotions from the same place as others. This suggests that his thoughts and feelings were always separate from the common experiences of people around him. Simply, he is saying that he did not think or feel the same way as others. My passions from a common spring. Here the phrase, common spring, is a metaphor for a shared source of emotions or inspiration. He is saying that his passions, his love, fears, and dreams did not come from the same place as those of others. In simple words, you can say he says the things that inspired or moved other people were not the same for him. To put it in simple words, I would say that he wants to tell us that he was not inspired as normal people are inspired. The reason is that he was different from others. And then says, from the same source I have not taken. In this line, he continues to emphasize his uniqueness. Now, he says that even his sorrow or sadness did not come from the same source as others. This means that his pain and struggles were deeply personal and different from those of the people around him. Simply, it means that even his sadness was different from everyone else's. My sorrow, I could not awaken. Now, he says that he could not awaken his heart to joy the way others did. The word awaken suggests that happiness was something that people could experience naturally, but for him, it was not easy. In simple words, you can say that Edgar Allan Poe expresses that his sorrow was different from that of others. While most people experience sorrow as a reaction to external events, actually, he suggests that his sadness was deeply embedded within him, almost as if it was beyond his control. My heart to joy at the same tone. Here, the same tone means the same experiences or feelings that made others happy. It means that what brought joy to others did not bring joy to him. His emotions were out of sync with the world. In simple words, you can say that as normal people get happiness same way, but he did not get happiness like them. The reason is that he was different from others. And then says, and all I loved alone. This is one of the most powerful lines in the poem. He tells us that everything he ever loved, but loved in isolation. This suggests deep loneliness. He had no one to truly share his emotions with. In simple words, you can say that he expresses a deep sense of isolation. He says that whatever he loved was not shared with others. This line reinforces the idea that he felt fundamentally different from those around him. Then, in my childhood, in the dawn. Now in this line, her refers back to his childhood again. He calls it the dawn, meaning the beginning of his life. This suggests that from the very start, his life was different from others. Basically, since his childhood, he did not share his emotions with others. And then says, of a most stormy life was drawn. Here, stormy life means a life filled with hardships, struggles, and emotional turmoil. Actually, he hints that his life has been difficult from the beginning. In simple words, you can say that his life was full of difficulties, from every depth of good and ill. Now, he describes how his experiences, both good and bad, have shaped him. Actually, this line suggests that he has seen the extremes of life, both happiness and sadness, but they have all contributed to his sense of isolation. Basically, it means that he experienced both happiness and sadness, and both of them made them alone. And then says, "The mystery which binds me still." The word mystery refers to something unknown or inescapable. He says that this feeling of loneliness and difference still controls him. It is something he cannot understand or escape. In simple words, you can say that he is saying that he himself is not in a position to understand that what has made him lonely, what is influencing his life, from the torrent or the fountain. In this line, Poe contrasts two sources of water, a torrent, which is a violent, rushing stream, and a fountain, which is gentle and flowing. This contrast symbolizes the extremes of his experiences, both chaotic and peaceful, that have shaped his understanding of the world. By mentioning these natural elements, Poe suggests that his sense of mystery and isolation comes from observing both the destructive and beautiful forces of nature, from the red cliff of the mountain. In this line, he refers to a red cliff, which suggests something towering and mysterious. The red color may symbolize danger, intensity, or even passion, while the mountain represents isolation, strength, or an unmovable force. By mentioning this, he implies that even the grand and imposing features of nature contributed to shaping his emotions and worldview. It reinforces his connection to the natural world as a source of both inspiration and solitude. From the sun that round me rolled, in its autumn tint of gold. Now, he describes the sun in autumn, which gives off a golden glow. Autumn is often associated with change, aging, or even the approach of death. This suggests that Poe saw something deeper in the changing seasons, perhaps a reminder of life's fleeting nature. In simple words, you can say that the poet is saying that even the sun in autumn made him think on life and change. And then says, "From the lightning in the sky, as it passed me flying by." He now describes lightning, which is fast, powerful, and sometimes terrifying. This suggests that Poe found meaning even in brief, intense moments of nature's fury. In other words, you can say that he claims that even from the flash of lightning, he learned things. From the thunder and the storm. In this line, he continues his storm imagery, suggesting that he found inspiration in dark, chaotic moments. This may symbolize his own inner struggles and emotional turmoil. It means that even the loud thunder and storm spoke to him, and he understood it. And then says, "And the cloud that took the form." Here, he introduces a mysterious and disturbing image, a cloud taking shapes. Simply, he is saying that even a simple cloud seemed to take on a special shape in his eyes. This shows that his mind sees deeper meanings in nature, making his experiences feel unique and mysterious. In simple words, it means that he saw something in nature that others did not see them. As from the beginning, he is saying that he observed nature entirely different than others. When the rest of heaven was blue. This line is representing peace and normalcy. However, the poet points out that while the sky was clear for everyone else, he saw something different, a cloud that took on a strange shape. It means that he is saying that the rest of people saw a clear blue sky, but he did not see the sky like them, and then says, "Of a demon in my view." In this final line, he reveals that while others saw a normal sky, he saw a demon in the clouds. This could symbolize his own fears, depression, or a sense of doom that followed him throughout his life. So simply, you can say that he observed the nature differently than others. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. If you found it helpful, please like and subscribe. Thank you.